Yo, what's going on YouTube? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome. It's me, J Crack, back again. And today I wanted to talk about, with Grandmasters coming up next week, one of the best builds I've come up with in ever, just because it's so easy to plug and play in almost every single piece of PVE content. Nightfalls, raids, what have you. So, the build I perfected on this set of gear, my Titans PVE set, which not too bad looking if I do say so myself. And the mods we got here, I'm gonna look past the finders and stat mods. Wrath of Rasputin, Burning Cells, Protective Light, Incinerating Light, Global Reach, and Breach and Clear. All of these can be found in the armor pieces except for Breach and Clear. That's a seasonal one. It's on this top right corner. Costs a ton, but it is incredible. Since we're here with Breach and Clear, we'll start with this. Costs 9 points. When using a grenade launcher, damaging a boss, damaging a champion, or breaking a combatant's shield, reloads your stowed weapons and causes the combatant to take increased damage for a short duration. So Breach and Clear, in a nutshell, what it does is it gives you a damage boost that's the same as a tether. And you can do that with every single champion, every boss, everything, without having to use a tether. And that works with Anarchy, and that works with all the Breach launcher grenade launchers, or any heavy grenade, any like legendary heavy grenade launchers you might have, that kind of stuff. Now, if no one knows how Warmind Cell mods work, you have to use either 7 Seraph weapons or Icalos weapons. Those create them like innately. That's like one of their hidden innate perks, is that they can create Warmind Cells. And say I'm using this Icalos SMG. It's not random, it's every 5 kills. So I kill 5 adds, Warmind Cell. And that's a little orange orb that drops on the ground, you shoot it, and if you have this mod Global Reach on, you can kill stuff across the entire map. It's ridiculous. You know what? While I'm explaining some more of them, let me pop into something so I can kind of show you guys what I'm talking about. Prophecy takes too long. Let me just go to the Cosmodrome. Let's go over here to Skywatch. So the rest of these mods here, Global Reach, I already said that. Warmind Cells, you create effect and damage targets over a greater distance, but this is almost a necessary. Global Reach, it's greater distance means it's global. It's ridiculous how much damage it does across how much range. Wrath of Rasputin, this one, solar splash damage final blows have a chance to create Warmind Cells. Solar splash damage kills. This is good for 2 reasons. One, it lets Firefly and Dragonfly, it lets them create Warmind Cells. 2, it lets things like Xenophage and 1K Voices create Warmind Cells. This next one, destroying a Warmind Cell creates a burst of solar energy that burns enemies for several seconds. So these two actually work together, where when your Global Reach Warmind Cell goes off, it burns them, and if it burns them and the burn kills them, that is a chance to create another Warmind Cell. So your cells can create Warmind Cells, which is just a disgusting thing. And Incinerating Light. Become charged with light by rapidly defeating multiple enemies with this explosion of a Warmind Cell. This you will almost always proc, unless you blow up your Warmind Cell in a completely random area. And all of that is working in tandem with, where is it? Protective Light here. While charged with light, you gain a significant damage resistance against combatants when your shields are destroyed. This effect consumes all stacks of charged with light. So this one you lose 10 strength. But that's not even a problem, because the amount of it's just like a get out of jail without dying card. So it's really great for raids and GMs. Alright, so you see how I killed a bunch of people and I got this thing? This is the Warmind Cell. And here, let me look this way. It'll probably show some damage numbers over there or something. Oh wait, no, there's no enemies near me. Oh, we got this dude behind us. Let me see if I can't get a little closer. Oh, that dude killed everything. No wonder I couldn't hit anything. Let's see. Alright. I don't think it'll hit them all the way over there. Oh wait, it did. It murdered everything, including everyone over there. So that's the range of global reach. The cell was right here, and it killed everything all the way over there. And that's basically the build. Breach and Clear works with Anarchy, works with other grenade launchers. And then you basically just need an Ikelos weapon, a 7 Seraph weapon, or something along the lines of Solar Explosions, and I believe there's even a Void Explosions one. I thought there was a Void Explosion. I believe there is one that does Void Explosions, the same as the Solar one. The same as Burning Cells, but it's for Void damage. I just happen to not own that one. And one alternate I like to this is if I'm taking off Wrath of Rasputin, if I'm not using anything that does solar splash damage, I'll take off Wrath of Rasputin and I'll put on Fire Team Medic. Or I'll take off Burning Cells and I'll put on Fire Team Medic. And this is really good just as a survivability thing. Destroying a Warmind cell creates a burst of healing for you and allies near you, which is absolutely ridiculous. But that's basically the build. And one quick cheesy thing is if you're using something in this energy slot, either an Ikelos or a 7 Seraph weapon, you can use the Wither Horde in this first slot, and because this does damage over time, this will work for Anarchy as well. Because it does damage over time, the Wither Horde, you can shoot your Wither Horde shot, and when the pool of corruption's on the ground, if you switch and you're holding your Ikelos SMG, any kills that Wither Horde gets will count towards your next Warmind cell because you're holding your Ikelos SMG. And that'll work with anything that does damage over time. So, it'll work with Wither Horde, it'll work with Anarchy, it'll work with rocket launchers if you're shooting a long distance. If you shoot it, then switch to your 7 Seraph or Ikelos weapon. Rocket launchers, it'll also work with, let me just see if I can't pick out a couple more things. Oh yeah, it'll work with rocket launchers. It'll easily work with Deathbringer, Eyes of Tomorrow. And it'll work with stuff like Telesto, for sure. Basically anything that there's a delay after you shoot before the enemy dies, a delay that's long enough for you to swap weapons. Telesto, Jotun, rocket launchers, 1K, that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's essentially the build. It's easy peasy. And with burning cells here, you have plenty of room. I actually sometimes like to take this off and switch this helmet piece off of Wrath onto, and put Wrath of Rasputin on this piece. So then I'm only using 2 points between Overload SMG and Wrath of Rasputin. Here, I'll just show you actually, because it opens up it opens up a really nice possibility, which I like, is Unstoppable Grenade Launcher. So then you have Unstoppable Grenade Launcher and Overload, and you didn't compromise your build at all. So then you're combining Unstoppables because you're already going to be using a grenade launcher for Breach and Clear. So now you're knocking out 2 birds, 1 stone. And if your grenade launcher is Anarchy or Wither Horde, that's working in tandem with all your Warmind cell mods. So it's pretty great. But I know that people use Wrath of Rasputin for the solar explosion bursts. I know that a lot of people have been using like things like Fatebringer, Fate, like all the Volta Glass weapons with whatchamacallit, with Firefly. And then people, I actually tried this out myself and I kind of liked it. So if you need solar for some reason, and so you can't use, say, the Ikelos SMG, I was using this Death Adder with Dragonfly, and that was working out pretty well. And then for the Void Explosions, I know people really like this Deafening Whisper for that. And, so say you just watch this and you're like, darn, I don't have half of those mods he was talking about. I would definitely check out Ada One's mod stock every day. So before this season, it was all the mods you could get were just from Banshee. So that's a ton of mods in the game, and there's only 2 per day that you can get. Now that Ada One is back, they've given basically the weapon mods to Banshee and the armor mods to Ada One, if I believe I am correct on that. And so I've been checking Ada One almost every day and just picking up every mod that I don't have, because now you have basically twice as many chances to get mods that are, there's twice as many chances that there's a mod in rotation that you don't have. See, so today it's Machine Gun Finder and Warmind's Protection. So there's a Warmind cell mod if somebody doesn't need it. Like if someone doesn't have it and needs it. But I still try and check Banshee as well, because sometimes, I don't know how they split up the mods, but Ada One's had almost every single mod that I've needed, that I've picked up this season. Ada One's had it. So like these are like backup mag and surrounded spec, nothing too great there. But that'll be it for me today. Appreciate everybody sticking around, and hope my build helps. Have a good one, everybody.